43 feet of luxury. Today we're transporting a yacht so big it barely fits on the road. But this isn't just about the yacht. We're using it to show you the insane process behind hauling oversized loads in the U.S. Permits, escorts, low bridges, tight turns, drivers cutting you off. You're about to see it all. We'll show you a glimpse of what the process looks like to haul something oversized. You just bought your fancy yacht and you're trying to get it to a beach party for the weekend, right? You can't just rent a U-Haul and hook up your landscape trailer and tow this bad boy over there. I mean, you can try, but your trailer won't make it very far, and if it does, DOT is right behind you. You need to post your load request on a load board to start. From there, a carrier company will negotiate with you a price. What is the price range? A lot. It all depends on how much the load is worth, the dimensions and weight of the load, type of truck and trailer needed for the haul, the route and distance, and any special care the load might have like tarping or strapping down. Now that an agreement has been made between the owner and the carrier company, the real fun begins.
Customer wants us to pull this yacht with his trailer, so we just pulled it out of the yard. It was sitting right behind us. We pulled it out. After a walk around, we noticed a few things on this trailer, basically like a flat tire and other things with airlines. So we're gonna pull it to our yard and do a final walk around and get all things figured out.
It's time to prepare and get ready for the road. This is a very time-consuming and crucial step. We can't just get a big truck and trailer, hook up, and start driving. This load is wide. Most roads aren't wide enough. There are only so many routes that have some exceptions for this type of load. Bridges and power lines are a factor as well. This limits the routes that we can take even more. Every state the load goes through, we have to get a permit from that state. And this costs money and time to wait on approval. And if it gets approved, it's only valid for so long. We are hauling this yacht from Indian Trail, North Carolina, to a marina in Charleston, South Carolina. Approximately 228 miles one way. And especially with oversize, you have to be driving less than the speed limit by a lot. So the drive time is even longer. Usually the carrier company will send out a truck and trailer to go pick it up based on the dimensions and weight of the load. But this load is going to face us with some different challenges. You can't haul a yacht on a general oversized trailer. You need a special trailer for it, which the owner does have, but with that comes its own risk. Not only do we have to worry about damages to the yacht, but also if anything happens to the trailer, since it's not the carrier's trailer. We have to make sure the trailer is in good condition to haul as well.
All right, so we strapped it down. We're gonna put all the oversized signs on it and do our final inspection on it at the yard. So just to get to the yard, we're gonna have two pilot cars, one on the front of the load, one on the back of the load. We got some challenges. There's some low-hanging wires that we need to lift. Stop the traffic on the way and pretty much control the whole entire move from one yard to another. So we got this pole to measure the height of the boat, or it's basically a device to measure the height, over height. A lot of the oversized guys that's doing these loads, they use this to check the height to make sure that you could clear and to know exactly where you're at pretty much as far as your height goes. The height is 15.8. The width is 14.6, and the actual length of the yacht is 43 feet. The trailer length is 50 feet. With the truck, it'll be around 70 feet long. So the total is going to be about 70 feet long.
Now that we've actually seen the load and confirmed all the specifications, we can secure the permits. Height, width, and length are all verified. And don't forget about weight. It's important to weigh the entire rig and make sure the weight is balanced evenly, since each axle can only handle so much. In our case, this yacht is relatively lightweight because it's mostly fiberglass, so we didn't struggle too much with that.
keep more to the left, but give yourself enough clearance to clear the turn. Let me check this wire, overhead wire. Clear on this one, 1510. 10-4, we got a couple cars on Dawson's side. We'll let them through and then we can go. The middle, Junior. Don't stick to the right. Take the middle. Stay in the middle. Block the traffic. 10-4. Okay, let me check this one. This one's kind of low. Hold on. Coming from the right, and I'll block the cars coming from the left. 4. Junior, slow, you're good.
How's that wire?
Well, these are actually a lot higher, but keep moving. I'm on C. Slow, you're clearing. You're clearing, you're good. Slow, you're clearing. You cleared. Did I pull ahead and block traffic from the left? Andre, you block it from the right, or how should we do this? Yes. Once we get to the intersection, you'll pass him. Junior, you're good.
You're good on the right. You're good on the left. You can stay closer to the right if you want, if you need to.
I think that's perfect.
Yeah, you're good. You're clearing. So this is only 1 mile to the trip, and we still have 5 miles to go.
And this is only to make it to the shop for a thorough pre-trip. We still have a whole trip ahead of us tomorrow, and it's even more challenging.
He's gonna have to go into a left turning lane to get enough clearance. Let me check this stoplight for him. All right, we're clearing. We'll wait till green. Okay, where you want me? Far left lane? Just enough for cars to get around you.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going for the block. You coming in? You're clear, you're good.
So we made it from the pickup address. Now it's at our shop. We actually partnered up with our sister company. We're gonna be running through this trailer. It's got, I noticed, a lot of stuff in it. If we're gonna be taking it 3-4 hours away, it's not gonna make it there. Since this is not one of our trailers, we want to make sure everything's 100%, and we already noticed several stuff on this trailer. It's a customer trailer, so we got to get it addressed, make sure it's ready to go for tomorrow. Things we see: flat tire, it's got an issue with one of the tires. Secondly, all the lights are not working 100%. We need every single light working. And thirdly, we have an issue with our air suspension, with our airbags. They're not working properly, they're not getting proper air. So we're gonna get that addressed as well. We gotta make sure truck and trailer is 100%. We don't play games with this kind of stuff because it could cost a life, you know? And we don't want any breakdowns, we don't want any surprises. We wanna make it smooth and easy.
After a thorough walk around and fixing all the issues on the truck and trailer, we're finally ready for the big journey that awaits us tomorrow morning.
Yesterday they brought in the trailer to do some light replacements. They've fixed them. No, everything's working. I still gotta test my flashers, turn signals, make sure all that's working. The guys went over it, but I still want to make sure, go over everything, and just make sure everything's on point, nothing can be missed. I'm also making sure for any air leaks, any audible air leaks, because that can become a problem down the road. Something so minor can cause a big issue later on down the road. We're also making sure these straps are tied down good, make sure these not slipping off and damage the commodity. Make sure everything's tight because we don't want this falling over. So for this trip, we have two pilot cars. We have one in the front, one in the back. The one in the front is gonna serve the purpose to make sure I don't hit any bridges, power lines, and basically I'm following it through the route it has pre-planned for me. The one in the rear is basically just there to help me maneuver into a different lane if I gotta take over 2 lanes. If anything happens behind me that I can't see, because with these mirrors I will not be able to see what's going on behind me, they can let me know what's going on around me and behind me. They're able to stop traffic for me as well, front and back. They'll coordinate into intersections or anything they need me to do, and they'll hit me through CB or walkie-talkie and let me know what's the best course of action for me to do. We basically have a whole team just to coordinate and so I could see and be able to deliver this load safely. So these are the permits we need. We got one North Carolina, one South Carolina. This is just until we get to South Carolina border. This is the one we're really gonna need until we get to Charleston. The DOT requires us to sign them and keep them in our truck for the whole trip. In case we get pulled over, get pulled into a wait station or anything, we have proof that we have a permit.
All right, boys, let's get this party started.
hold on, don't get too close, don't get too close. You're good now.
So it's been about roughly 30 miles. We're at the border of South Carolina, North Carolina now, at a rest area. We pulled over, checked our load, making sure all the straps are tight, making sure our tires are aired up. Since we drove already, everything settled in. So we gotta make sure everything's tight before we continue on this 200-mile trip. It's very important to drive about 20, 30 miles, then double check everything. Because that's when the load is still kind of loose. We gotta make sure everything's tightened down before we continue on to the longer stretch of the trip. So for the most part, for your normal drivers, they have a trucker GPS and it'll give you a truck route. But for oversize, on our permit it says what route we have to take, what exits we have to take, what roads to avoid, what bridges we might encounter. But for the most part, for us, we're just all highway. All the bridges are tall enough for us to pass under. We only got to worry about when we get to our destination. We've had some really close bridges. We're 15'8" tall, and we've encountered some 16-foot bridges that we got hair of space to pass right under.
Next bridge is 16 feet 1. And there's a car on the shoulder. I don't think I'll be able to take this left lane. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'll take it. I got middle lane. Junior, what's going on? Oversize sign came off on the trailer. It's flapping on one side. Okay. Let's find a ramp to pull over. I'll find something real quick. 10-4.
So far we're doing pretty good. The biggest challenges was dealing with the traffic and all the cars around us. Drivers are cutting us off. They want to be a pilot car, drivers too, but it's our job. Yeah, we just pulled over again just to check all the straps and securement, and we should be good to go.
With most of the drive completed, we now just have a short drive through city streets and intersections, checking all the power lines, bridges, and blocking off traffic, until finally, the boatyard.
So in the beginning of the day, I saw it and it was going to be a challenge to get it out. But once we got to the highway, everything ran pretty smoothly. Just had a little mishaps, like strap coming loose, oversize banner came loose. But other than that, it was smooth sailing till we got to Charleston. We had a couple low lines we had to worry about, but ain't nothing we couldn't handle. My biggest concern was probably hitting a bridge. honestly. That was the biggest concern because I can't really see on top of me. I'm relying on junior and senior to basically guide me through. I could feel it, like I could feel the truck kind of struggling a little bit, and I could feel it sometimes when it would wobble, but other than that, ain't nothing really to it. I didn't think I was gonna flip. Yeah, at first I was worried. Like I always say, the commodities really what scares me. Driving really doesn't scare me like that. But now this is delivered, smooth sailing all the way home.
With most oversized deliveries, the commodity would be unloaded and the driver would be on his way to the next pickup. In our case, we drop off the yacht and trailer and then bobtail back. This is just a brief overview of what hauling oversized looks like. Hope you enjoyed watching the crew work. If you're looking for a diesel shop in North Carolina, we've got you covered. Elite Diesel will get the job done, day or night. Emergency roadside service, shop work, cab swaps, engine swaps, general maintenance, and truck and trailer repair. And if you need any loads delivered, give our sister company, ASD Team, a call.